Hello. There seems to be a bit of confusion at the moment about RAVE and how to install it and etc. So I thought I'd put together this little sort of tutorial video, screen grab of my computer, showing you RAVE and what it's about. RAVE is the workshop manual for the Land Rover cars. I have no idea what RAVE stands for. I've always thought it was like Rover Automotive Vehicle Encyclopedia or something. But I don't know. All I know is it's a very, very useful piece of software with all the workshop manuals, etc. It can be had from this. There are loads of resources out on the internet. This is just one in particular. It's LandRoverResource.com up here. And what you're looking for the new Range Rover, the L322, the P38, the Range Rover Classic, Disco and Disco 2, Freelander and Defender, is this link here, this blue one here. Don't worry about anything else on the page, nothing at all. It's this little blue link here, and that will open up and download the RAVE zip file, which is an archive file. That looks like that. So what you do, I use WinRAR, but there is WinZip, and from Windows XP onwards, Windows has had the ability to extract zip files anyway. So all you do is you just double click into that, ignore this, and then extract it to somewhere convenient for you, etc. And what you will then end up with is this, which is a set of files. Now what you want is the rave.exe file, this one here, the rave.exe file. It's listed as an application. Now you have to install the version of Adobe that will be installed when you run rave.exe. It will only work on the version of Adobe that it installs. Now, if you've already got a version of Adobe running in the background, or the Adobe Updater, it will say there's already a version of Adobe running. I think I've got the Adobe Updater running at the moment. If I was to double click into RAVE, it will warn me and say there is an Acrobat viewer running. Please shut the viewer down and try again. So we go down here, and I've got my little update button here, so I can right click, close that, and then go back and run RAVE, and there we go. It will install Adobe 4 or whatever it is. You have to do that, and this is the title screen here. So what we do is we click on the title screen, and that brings up a little sub menu here. So we've got on this particular version of RAVE, I've got the L322, the P38 and the Defender. What will also come with all that other gubbins is all the rest of the RAVE. But let's just say we're going into the P38, so we choose the Range Rover there. We come into here. Now down on the left hand side are all the various manuals. So we've got the workshop manuals, the overhaul manuals for the engine, gearbox, transfer boxes. We've got the electrical troubleshooting manuals. We've got a selection of owners manuals, the in-car entertainment supplement manual, etc. So let's minimize all those down for now. So we go into the workshop manual. This is the workshop manual here. You've got down on the left hand side, you've got all the chapters within the manual. So let's have a look at I don't know, steering. So we'll click the little plus button here, and it opens up. So we can go into the description and operation of the steering system and how it all works, etc. Here we've got all the diagrams and process information about how it all works, etc. Fault diagnosis on the steering system, adjustments that can be done, etc. And then we've got the repairs. So let's pick the I don't know, steering box. Click the steering box. And then here we've got the steering box, service repair number, blah, and then the removal process here. And it goes through, and you can follow it all the way through, and it tells you what others say. It's like this one here, power steering pump V8 up to 99 model year. Got to remove the alternator drive belt. So you've got to see the electrical section and repair, and it goes through all the paraphernalia and the whole workshop manual for the whole car. So that's the workshop manual. So we go back up to the library there. So we're back up at the beginning. We've also got the electrical troubleshooting manuals. So we'll click into one here, and then we've got all the circuit information down here. Let's go into I don't know, power windows. There we go. Go into the power windows. It comes up with a circuit operation about how the circuit works and how the windows work. And then we go into the actual circuit diagram itself. So we've got the body electrical control module here and a connector, and then a coloured wire which is purple goes down to the alarm RF module here on pin number 3 on connector C13, and the RF modules are earthed. And it goes through. This is all the electrical information that you require. So let's have a quick look. Let's click radio, and then pick one. So what we've got here is we've got connector 258. C258 is a connector number. So what we can do is we can actually go over to the left hand side, click the connector button, scroll down the list for C258. 258, 258, 258. There it is. And then we can go face view, and it will tell us there C258. That's what the face view of the connector looks like. There's the pin numbers for the pin locations, and then the colours of the wires coming out of those pins. And it's telling us that it's a white connector and it's a 10-way. So it's a 10-way white connector, and pin 1 is an orange and blue. I think N stands for blue. It'll tell you at the beginning of the page. So you want to know where connector 258 is. So we can go back over to our list on the left, and we've got location. Click on location, and where are we? 258. There it is. Connector 258 is rear of beneath right hand front seat, and there's the connector there. So this electrical troubleshooting manual tells you everything you need to know. So if we go back to the what was it? It was a radio, wasn't it? I've lost the radio. There it is. So we now know that connected to the body electrical control module via connector 258, so we now know what it looks like. We know what pins are connected, and they are connected to connector 226 on the back of the radio unit. This is the low line system. If you go through, you'll find them all. And it will tell you that pin 7 on the body electrical control module connector goes to pin 4 on the radio connector. And then you go through and you've got the midline stereo and the highline stereo, etc. And then various different tests that you can do to make sure that you've got power going to all the various different sections, etc. A very, very comprehensive manual, RAVE. So that's the electrical troubleshooting manual. What we'll do is we'll go back to the library there, and then you've obviously got the owner's manuals. So this is the owner's manual here, and it talks about driving, operating, and manual transmission, and the automatic transmission, how to set the true. It's the owner's manual for the car, basically. And that's pretty much RAVE in a nutshell. If we go back to the top, you've got the new Range Rover, the L322, and it's exactly the same. You've got the workshop manuals here. You've got the electrical circuit diagrams and system operation here. So this is let's go to, I don't know, exterior lamps. Slightly different layout, but it's all there. All the connector wires, all the connector numbers, etc. A very, very comprehensive piece of kit is RAVE. So just to recap, what you do is you download this one here, the link here. You don't go anywhere else. It's this blue link here, and that will download you the RAVE zip. You unzip that and you'll get this. Run rave.exe, click in, select the vehicle you want. Let's go Defender this time, and there we go. We've got all the workshop manuals for the Land Rover Defender. It's that simple. It's dead simple. It's a fantastic piece of kit. And there we go. And that is RAVE in a nutshell. Well, I hope it's helped. I know it can get a little confusing at times. So I do hope that that gives you some idea of RAVE and how it works.